Merry Christmas! Welcome to day 24 of the Advent Tea Year, 24 days of tea. All these little tea reviews conclude today. So today we do have a beautiful gold box. So actually in the entire setup, you could always identify where your end goal was because they had it clearly identified with that box. So this is it. This is the final tea, and this is Santa's Secret. So it's kind of dark in there. This is indicating to me it's a black tea just by looking at the color here. This is a 3 out of 3 caffeine pips. So once again, we've got real caffeine, real tea. So that black tea assumption is right on. This will steep at 95 degrees Celsius for 3 to 5 minutes. And I do want to say that when I was looking at the back of my David's Tea box, the entire boxed calendar that I have for it, I was making a list of all the ingredients that I thought I might need to talk about and looking at the different names of the tea just as I was going through. And I've been thinking that today would be Santa's Secret for a long time. So I'm happy to be right. It makes a lot of sense, being Christmas Eve today and all. But again, when you're looking at that 3-pip tea, it might actually be that Santa's secret is that he just goes around the world completely caffeinated. Today our tea has black tea, peppermint, sprinkles, and natural and artificial vanilla flavoring. And so it has actually promised for making the top 5 list because we know how much I love that candy cane crush tea. I'm going to go ahead and give this a smell check and we'll look at the ingredients. The mint is actually a lot lower than other ones that I've got. And I can see peppermint right up in here. That might actually also be the peppermint, shaped sprinkles here, because again, it's got sprinkles in this tea. It's kind of boring as far as the looks go, not nearly as nice as those, like that blood orange, the Merry Mistletoe, all those kinds of things, but it's not bad. So we're gonna go ahead and come over here. So you can absolutely see the black tea, the sprinkles. Again, some of these are actually peppermint versus sprinkles. And then I'm curious as to, actually I think the green might actually be the peppermint because it didn't say peppermint candy. So there we go, I was wrong. But there you go, those are our ingredients. I do want to go ahead and note that today I'm actually going to steep in a teapot here. And there's a reason for that. Christmas is really supposed to be about family and being together, and I thought that rather than give you a huge ingredients lecture today, especially when you are probably spending time with your family, as you should be in whatever capacity that you can, whether that's with your pets, the couple friends that you have in your bubble, actually having traveled to see family, anything like that. Really, I understand that this year has been hard on everyone, and I think everyone should have a chance to be together with those that they can. And so to that end, I am wanting to share my Christmas Eve tea with the person who has largely made this video series possible. He moved my editing and actual recording up here to this office space. He has let me commandeer his computer for hours on end while I get caught up on video edits. And he has kept encouraging me this entire time so that way I didn't give up on doing something creative, even just for myself. So, my love, would you go ahead and come in here and join us? Me and my 6 subscribers.
Well, considering that I'm one of those.
Oh, the truth comes out.
Yes,
I mean, I knew that he was one of my subscribers.
But I brought some
And he
biscuits.
brought tea biscuits. They are not Fatty Cutties. We didn't have time to make Fatty Cutties, but he
Realize
did.
I didn't have time to make Fatty Cutties, and I apologize for that. For the viewers.
So I'm going to go ahead
Next year.
and I'm not measuring. I'm just going to fill the teapot here, and then we'll look at what the actual color of the steep is when I pour it into my typical teacup here. But I thought that while we wait for the tea to finish steeping, we could talk about things that have actually gone well for us this year, because I know 2020 has seen a lot of plans changing and
Yep.
we've had to adapt and adjust. So,
Well, the two things I can really think of is that we did move to this house, and as much as we had intended to have this house be a place of entertainment as well as just for us to live, it has been a good place to live. We got it because it was just the right size. It's big enough that we really can expand it. For example, this room is for recording and also for my virtual reality games. We can just have this room for that. If we do decide to have kids, we can expand to having kids without having to get a new, bigger house. But if we don't just have dozens of rooms hanging around. So that was good. The other thing is I did successfully finish and produce my role-playing game, Age of Aether.
Doesn't it feel like that was like a year ago already, though?
Oh my goodness. I finished it and put it out in May. I've been working on it for 13 years, and this last year has been the longest. So if you're interested in steampunk fantasy role-playing games, check out Age of Aether. If you're not, then ignore me. But it was a big life goal of mine. Again, plans changed. I was originally planning to market it all at conventions, but those all got canceled. So next year when we all have the vaccine, we can go out and enjoy some fun dice rolling games together. But mostly, I got to spend the year with you, and that really helps. It helps being able to have you just in my life, just being part of it all the time.
Non-stop, 24/7
yeah,
togetherness.
It does get a little much, which is why I go to my friend Phil's every now and again and have an evening away from her and drink beers and watch sci-fi and talk about things to give her some time away from me and me some time away from her.
Yeah.
And my friend Phil likes it because then he doesn't have to drive up here. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for me, absolutely, the house has been, one of the best things, in part because, getting to actually create a home set up with you rather than you moving into my house.
By the way, I moved into her place when we started dating. She owned, I rented, and we were just like, what, I'll just move into where you live.
But
I paid rent. That's the whole reason why she dated me.
Yes, absolutely. No, it's been nice, actually, discussing what do we want to do with this home, where do we put things. We still have boxes to go through. It's a chore, and 2020 on its own was a chore, and no. But yeah, I think, there is that. There's also just, this video series, just trying to do a bunch of new things.
By the way, I'm so proud of you for actually accomplishing this, for getting to this point. I know it was rough.
Yeah, it's been really hard.
I'm so happy.
The internet rebelling against me last night.
Just for some reason, the internet, I spent a lot of money and time getting the internet set up with 5G and all that stuff, and then last night it decides, oh no, you don't get to work.
I had been trying to upload it for an hour before I got him involved to try and figure out what was going on with the internet.
Yeah, and still don't know exactly what happened, but I just reset everything and it started working. So,
but I've been trying really hard to do a bunch of new things. I've lost a lot of weight, actually.
Yeah, and I thought you were beautiful before. But I will never not support your desire to be worth it.
Yeah, so I've been doing that, got back into it with a trainer and have not been super good about diet currently. It's the holidays.
It's Christmas. Who can diet at Christmas?
I could, but I don't really want to.
Excuse me, I've got this wonderful.
You got pirouettes, so
I mean, pirouettes and peanut butter cookies and biscotti.
Yeah, I know. And this is, of course, he didn't actually know what the flavor profile was, so I actually think he did pretty well. I think the peanut butter cookies are probably not going to go super well. Today's tea has peppermint in it.
I kind of wouldn't. I just chose a whole bunch of different ones, no matter
I'm trying to give you credit here. But, I'm very proud of you for finishing your game. You actually did another Kickstarter this year, too.
I did.
That was completely successful.
I Kickstarted coins for the game, and I've got an example right here in my pocket.
This was not supposed to turn into an ad for his game, by the way. But
no, but this is my wife. You can turn your head to the side.
Which way? This
Other
way?
way.
Other way? I can't figure out. Can't figure out the camera.
Yeah, that's her in the coin. So, Produced focus point coins if you want an add-on to the game. But again, if you don't care, if you just care about the tea, enjoy the tea.
Yeah, this was meant to just be like a way to not lecture you about ingredients and just kind of chit-chat and, you know, show you he does exist. He's not just a shadow on the wall. If you were watching one of the earlier videos, you actually do see his shadow pass by in the open door behind me there. So yes, he does exist.
Yes, I am real.
He's not a fictional
I don't live in Canada.
He's not a fictional character that I invented, so that way I sound less pathetic or anything like that. I think yes. I am currently not.
How dare you!
I am wearing this beautiful pendant that you just got me, though.
That is true. I got her that pendant for Christmas.
Yeah. He has good taste in jewelry. I have good taste in men. All right. Let's find out if we have good taste in tea.
She has terrible taste in men.
Don't sell yourself short. I think we've had a good amount on that. All right. So as I'm pouring that in, this is actually a nice little effect here, getting to pour the tea. I'm pouring it a little lower than I normally would because, again, I'm trying to share the tea here. Once he has a full cup, I'm actually going to go ahead and fill mine all the way up so we can get the full, just about 6 ounces.
Oh, you're using the cup I found in college. I actually acquired this cup at a late night engineering, I think at about 2 a.m. Found it and brought it home and sterilized it.
I will say I grabbed that one because I was pretty sure that I would actually be able to split the tea evenly between both cups and be able to, discuss. All right, so the steep here definitely looks like a typical black tea steep as you're looking at it.
Your very standard amber brown color.
It is a nice clear liquor. That's the actual liquid, which I know you've watched the tea videos, so you know what that term is. You can see down to the bottom of this cup here. You can see the camera reflected beautifully in the surface here as well.
Can't quite see to the bottom of mine.
You have a darker colored cup, though.
And also a deeper one.
Mm-hmm. Not getting a lot other than like a black tea smell off of it.
I'm getting a very slight amount of mint and maybe a little bit of other herbals, but I don't know what's in it.
You've got black tea, peppermint, sprinkles.
Sprinkles?
Yeah, and natural and artificial vanilla flavoring.
How do sprinkles work in tea?
I have had so many sprinkles in tea, you would be surprised. Have you not watched all those ones?
I have, but I still don't get it. How did
it just adds sweetness.
Okay, well, I definitely smell sweet. It smells like black tea that somebody's put sugar, maybe honey into.
I actually don't think it smells that sweet, but he's more sensitive to sweet than I am, so...
Yeah, that's true. I'm a meat eater. Well, it doesn't taste that sweet.
No, but the mint comes forward a lot more than I expected it to.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's very pleasant tea.
It's no Candy Cane Crush. If you didn't have the Candy Cane Crush, I hoarded that one.
I know. I watched that video and watched as you enjoyed it and then didn't let me share it.
And basically inhaled the tea up my nose.
I did not comment on it until now. No, this is very pleasant, very drinkable.
It is, yeah, it's very pleasant. I would say potentially, actually, I would want to add sweetener to it.
I think it needs cream, honestly.
Definitely would need cream. Cream, a little bit of sweetener. I'm going to take one of these pirouettes here.
And I'm going to take one of these biscotti.
Dunk it into my tea. Yeah, this is the first time I've actually added anything to my tea. I saved it for the end.
Mostly because I like biscuits with my tea. And no, Oreos are not acceptable biscuits.
They're not Oreos.
They're biscuits. Someday you'll learn the stories of that, viewer.
Someday. Maybe when I have more than 6 subscribers. So there's your incentive, guys. Get your friends involved and you'll understand what that story is.
Like, comment, and subscribe for the Oreo story.
The one thing I don't ask my viewers to do.
Well, that's why you have me around. I asked for you.
Well, we're going to finish up this tea and our little biscuit snack, and we hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas, wonderful Kwanzaa, if that's your thing. We hope you had a happy Hanukkah. What other holidays are in this period?
There's a large number. I could talk about the Festival of Sol Invictus and Saturnalia.
And we're going to go ahead and sign off here pretty soon before he starts doing that.
Whatever your holiday may be. May you have a happy one. May you enjoy this end of the year. And may your next year be better than the one that preceded you.
Absolutely. Well said.